John Dutton is the backbone of Yellowstone. Even though he took a step back over the past couple of seasons and left the forefront to his children, he is still the number one name that comes to mind whenever we talk about Yellowstone. Throughout the Yellowstone franchise, we met a lot of Duttons, and yet none reached the popularity that John Dutton had. He's a true patriarch that everyone respects. So you can only imagine the disappointment among the millions of fans over the fact that our beloved John Dutton will not get a proper ending in the Yellowstone finale. After all, there won't be a Kevin Costner in the presence to reprise the part of John Dutton as usual. But wait a minute, there's actually another name who can take the part and provide us that highly desired and deserved ending for our beloved John Dutton. And you guessed it right. That name is none other than Josh Lucas, the second best John Dutton of all time. Recently, Josh Lucas made an announcement that shocked Yellowstone fans, including me. While we were all getting used to the idea of having a messy ending to the epic series without the presence of John Dutton, Josh Lucas changed everything. The famous actor expressed that he will grace the screen in the second part of Season 5 as the younger John Dutton. Now, as Yellowstone enthusiasts, we are all used to seeing Lucas as John. He makes an appearance on the screen as John at least once every single season, so neither he nor we are a stranger to the concept. Of course, it is still not as good as having the OG John Dutton aka Costner on the screen, but still, it is pleasantly surprising to hear that we will have John Dutton in the Yellowstone finale in one way or another. Lucas also expressed that he just got in touch with Taylor Sheridan and got the confirmation that Yellowstone's final season filming is starting soon. I did text Taylor Sheridan a couple of months back and said, "Hey man, I've loved working on the show so much." He's like, "Well, we'll be back," he said during an interview with Deadline. The actor also mentioned plans to produce 10 or more episodes to wrap up the saga. I've also previously got the hint that there will be 10 episodes in the final season, but we'll see. Part of me is content with this number, but another part of me wishes that there were more episodes, sensing that 10 will not be enough number to complete the series properly, but we will see. The future participation of Kevin Costner in the final season of the series, on the other hand, remains up in the air. As we all know, Costner's departure from the series brought a premature ending for Yellowstone, which is still sad news for many of us even after all this time. But we also know that a couple of weeks ago, Costner reached out to Sheridan and expressed that he would like to be present in the final season of the show, despite everything. Now, admittedly, this makes me angry, since I feel like you guys could have figured this out months ago before things reached this point. Nevertheless, I'm happy to see that there is still a chance to get Costner on board, though it is a weak one. At a divorce proceeding in September, Costner alluded to potential legal challenges related to his Yellowstone role, stating, "We did negotiate," and referencing a $24 million deal for Season 5 through 7 amidst creative disagreements. He added, "There were issues about creativity. I tried to break the logjam, they walked away." Despite these negotiations, Costner was compensated for the 5th season, which has thus far only completed filming for its first part. The mentioned $24 million, as Costner clarified in court, pertains solely to the 6th and 7th seasons. So technically, he's already paid for Yellowstone, meaning that it would only be proper for him to be present in Yellowstone's ending. Even if he isn't there though, we will always have Josh Lucas to replace him, which is a blessing.